Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo. Today I'm here to talk about whether or not we're going to see any more Microsoft exclusive games coming to the Nintendo Switch. So let's get right on into it. So this year we have gotten two previously Microsoft exclusive titles onto the Nintendo Switch, Cuphead and Ori and the Blind Forest, and we have been hoping for some more Microsoft exclusive games in the future. There's been many rumors of many different types of games, from Halo to Rare Replay and other games in between. However, there has been a recent interview with Microsoft where Microsoft has said that they have no more plans for exclusive games on other consoles. So I wanted to talk about the actual quote itself, read that out to you guys, give my thoughts on it, what this means, what this doesn't mean, and kind of go over what I think is going to happen in the future with games coming to the Nintendo Switch from Microsoft themselves. So let's get into that. First, let's start with reading the actual quote so we know what we're dealing with here. The past year has been an exciting time for us as we have more than doubled the internal creative teams making up Xbox Game Studios. As these new studios transitioned to end, we were aware of some existing commitments to other platforms and we will honor them. However, going forward, these new studios will focus on making games for our platforms. We have no plans to further expand our exclusive first-party games to other consoles. We continue to believe deeply in cross-play and progression of games with the right flexibility for developers to ensure a fair and fun experience. So on the face of it, it would seem that our hopes for a MasterChief Collection and Rare Replay have been dashed. If you take this face value, you just read out that quote, "We have no more plans for content coming to other consoles." That seems pretty bleak, doesn't it? That seems pretty dry, pretty black and white. However, there are some things I'd like to point out about this quote that make it a little more gray. First off, I'd like to point out that we're not exactly sure who at Microsoft made this quote. The website GameIndustry.biz, who got the interview with Microsoft, does not say exactly who they interviewed, so it was likely just a lower deal PR person and not any of the higher-ups, otherwise they probably would have actually said who it was. Secondly, I'd like to point out that this quote is specifically talking about games from developers that they had purchased who had previous commitments to other consoles. So when taken in context, the quote possibly could just be referring to games that are brand new games made from the teams that they acquired recently, and not games like MasterChief Collection or Rare Replay from other developers or other games that don't have anything to do with these new developers they acquired. However, it is still possible that he meant everything. It's just also, when you take it into context, very possible that he just meant these specific developers. And finally, with all PR speak, you have to realize that companies can and will lie to your face. They will straight up just flat out lie to the interview's face because they want to protect their company's secrets and they're not about to tell you all of their future plans. However, I'm not just going to discard this interview as just PR speak and say, oh, there's absolutely no faith can be put into this statement, it's just absolutely false, because there's a good chance that there will be no more Xbox games coming to the Switch. There is a good chance that this is completely fair. So I wanted to give it a fair shake. I don't want to just dismiss it as PR speak because there could be truth in this. And so I wanted to look at what we can glean from it if we do indeed take this statement at face value. Firstly, the quote simply says that they have no plans to bring exclusive first-party games to other consoles. And there's a few things we can glean from the actual wording here. Firstly, that things can change in the future. Just because they don't have any plans now doesn't mean that they couldn't make plans in the future to bring games to the Switch or other consoles. They didn't say it would never happen or that they were against it, only that there were no current plans to do so. And secondly, this does not rule out the possibility of future multi-platform games with Microsoft's IP. While Rare Replay is an Xbox exclusive game, a Banjo and Kazooie remake made for Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch, for example, wouldn't be. Since we're expecting a game to go along with each Fighter's Pass character as we've seen so far, it could be that a special version of a Banjo game, such as a remake or a remaster, could be coming instead of a port of Rare Replay. This also doesn't rule out the possibility of a Nintendo Xbox collaboration to make a, say, Banjo 3 for both systems. There's also the rumor that the free-to-play Forza game Forza Street that is on PC and soon coming to mobile is getting a Switch port, and since that is not exclusive to the Xbox platforms, it still could come to the Switch. And as far as games that are not coming, if this statement is to be taken seriously at face value, there are a couple of games we can cross off the list. Rare Replay, the Forza games that are exclusive to the Microsoft platforms, the Gears series since that is also exclusive to Microsoft platforms, and Halo MasterChief Collection. Although as a side note, Halo MasterChief Collection is going to be on Steam, so technically it's not exclusive to the Xbox owned platforms, which could maybe possibly mean it's coming to the Switch, but that's just kind of a little bit of a stretch. So finally, I want to give my opinion on whether or not more Xbox games will be coming to the Switch. In my opinion, yes, there will be more Xbox games coming to the Switch. I definitely think we'll get a game to tie into Banjo being in Smash, whether that be a Banjo-Kazooie remake, remaster, Rare Replay if that is indeed still possible, or just the Xbox arcade versions of Banjo-Kazooie and possibly 2 as well. I also think older titles like Halo Master Chief Collection are possible to give them a new life on Switch and squeeze out as many sales as possible. However, I don't expect new games like Gears 5 or Halo Infinite to start getting Switch ports, and I do believe that the new companies Microsoft bought will be focusing solely on exclusive games for Microsoft platforms, as Microsoft stated in this quote. So yes, I still think there is hope for us to see Xbox games on the Nintendo Switch. Even if you take this quote at face value, it doesn't exclude every single game possibility to come to the Nintendo Switch, and I don't think that this quote necessarily has to be taken at face value, but we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah guys, that's just my thoughts, my opinions on the matter. I would love to hear what all you guys thought down in the comments below. Do you think any more Xbox exclusive games will be making it to the Nintendo Switch, and which ones would you like to see? Also guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon for notifications of all my videos so you don't want to miss out on any other Nintendo related content coming out from this channel. Also share this video with everybody you know who's interested in seeing Xbox exclusive games on the Nintendo Switch. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see all you awesome people later on What About Nintendo. Bye!